Oh, what is going on here? CPU. Okay, so according to this, my CPU is what's acting funky. Y'all, I am not a techie type person. All right, so it's telling me is what's being trashed right now. And I don't know how to even check that or fix it or what have you. So I apologize. If it crashes again, I don't know what I would do. I probably will switch to my phone. I don't know how to find out. There's something is sucking down juice in the background, y'all. It's trash. This is trash. It's better because it's giving me red and yellows up and down. And I apologize. I know y'all aren't here for that. So I'm definitely gonna have to do some what is it called? Get my even my watch is telling me to breathe, y'all. You know that's the watch is like, you need to breathe. Shut up, watch. You try being live and having streaming issues and then come back at me. But at any rate, so I wanted to get into talking about the DTF because I've been doing a lot of that lately. Thank you, Galena. I appreciate that. Because it's been a roller coaster along with my week. I wanted to let you guys, I've been getting a lot of requests for doing printouts, printing transfers rather, and shipping them out. Not at the place where I can do that at the moment, because I'm still trying to get a handle on doing transfers. Oh, thank you, Miss 143, because I'm trying to tell you, that'll trash a channel. It'll trash a channel in a hot minute if you can't get connected and stuff. So, but unfortunately, I can't do too much with it until I can get it looked at and figure out what's sucking down my CPU. There used to be a way you could tell. Is it control? I think if I do control alt delete, that'll tear me all the way out the frame, won't it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. Okay, so who else is taking up juice? Google Chrome. No. Ooh, I got a lot of background processes going on. I didn't realize all of that. So that could be what's going on. I got something running. I got crap running in the background. Windows processes and regular processes. So that could be a lot. But not more than what I normally do. Still buffering quite a bit. We'll try to keep up with the live. Thank you. Sorry about that. I apologize, because one thing I know kind of frustrates me is when folks, you know, I guess because I have attention like that, not necessarily attention deficit, but oh, Teresa, I'm glad you got moved and you are not having more than just being tired. So I see Simone Langley says she's excited. She got an ET1519 printing. Congratulations, Simone. Woo! Yes, holler. Holler, holler, holler. That's what's up. We got babies in the house. That's awesome sauce. She said she gonna be printing 13 by 19. Girl, that 13 by 19 will whoop your butt if you ain't careful. With my DTF, I can do 13 by 19, but the majority of what I've been doing is 11 by 17 for the most part. I did print out a color chart, and what my goal was as well, and I still can, was to show you the effects of doing DTF on light colors versus doing them on dark colors without putting white coating on the back. And I can show you an example of that as well. Hey, Jenny McKinney, how are you? Welcome. Always a pleasure, my dear. I got your correspondence the other day, and I appreciate that. So let me see if I can find, because I do want to show you this definitely before we get off, before I get completely disconnected. Thank you, is it Tisa Gibson? Thank you, Tisa. I want to show you what that looks like, that color graph that I just sent you, because a lot of times we get requests for doing direct to garment. Most people want colored shirts, whether it's black, whether it's matter of fact, here's another example too, whether it's black, whether it's blue, any of those colors. So this one I didn't mirror it like I was supposed to, so that's why it's backwards. But if you look at it, yes, it has the white background behind it, but the white kind of has a little bit of a bluish tint to it. And this is on the Walmart reusable shopping bag. So it kind of like took on a little bit of that bluish tint. And if I'm not mistaken with this one, I pressed it with the glue I used was the black glue, which the black helps block the background color, because there's a white powder and a black powder. If you use the black powder, it helps block the background color. The white powder does not. And I'm pretty sure I used the white powder with this. It doesn't bleed tragically, but on your super strong pigmented colors, like your reds is like super pigmented and kind of hard to block the color on that. So it would be better to use the black powder with the DTF. This is DTF, direct to film, instead of sublimation or vinyl. Like, in order to do this in vinyl, you would have to use like a print and cut type vinyl where you can print on the vinyl. Because of course, if you were to do just regular vinyl, you'd have to get all of these darn colors and press them in. We ain't trying to go through all that kind of hard work. Heat press up 5-in-1 came in 3 days, came with a bonus baby snake. Oh yeah, you told me that. What was that last last Sunday? You told us about that snake. That was funny. Because DTF is so expensive. I've been pricing them and I'm not there yet. Tam, I understand. Because it is pricey. The printer itself is, but once you get past the cost of the price, the first initial, so your supplies, your printer, the price balances itself out. Especially being that so many people want the benefits that the DTF show, one-off t-shirts that you normally can't have printed, especially in vinyl. The DTF stands up and shines in that regard, and you don't have to worry about cutting stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to kiss cut and stuff like that. And I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about. Day Rose 71. Hey, Dana Pendaris. She got the brother SE625. Woo! Guys, in the house. That's what's up. And then the Sissy Taylor got her SE425. Yeah. Congratulations. Simone Warren, you asked where I got the color chart from. There's a YouTuber that was showing how to match your colors. and change your color. So it works with sublimation too, because his method is the same method that I used with my sublimation. And as a matter of fact, that's why with this color chart, this one came from Spoonflower. And that's why I pressed this, so that I could use it as a reference. And my sublimation, that's my phone. I don't need that going anywhere. I'll never be able to find it. But I have charts pressed out that I've had since starting sublimation, because that was the only way to guarantee my colors would turn out exactly what I want them to be. And of course, y'all know how it is when it's something I want. Usually it's hands-on right here, but because I've been rearranging things, I don't know where my chart is. But I got pieces of satin from Walmart. Not pieces of satin, but I got a sheet of a cut off of the bolt, and I used that to press my color charts so that I would have a chart to refer back to. And I'll show you how that works here in a moment. So what I've been working on in the past couple of days is DTF, and I'll show you, well, I can show you on that too. So this is wet though. This is still wet, so I'm gonna have to be really careful not to mess this up. I'm doing a and it's something like, how many shirts do I have to do? I want to say it's only like 12 shirts. It's not a whole lot. But this is how it looks from the front. All right. So it's a heart, cardiac type medical facility. And so that's the reason for the heart. And they want this across the back of the shirt. And then they want this same thing but smaller left chest logo, right? So I'm going to have to shrink it down, which that's what makes the DTF so cool. Okay. So when I press this, the only thing that's going to press is where it's printed out. Okay. So none of the rest of this is going to print or be left on the shirt. It's not going to leave that square. So that's the cool thing about DTF. I don't have to worry about putting this on the Cricut and cutting it out in order for it to stick to the shirt, just the ink. Okay. Now, with DTF, you can elect to cover the back side of it in white ink. All right. So as you see, can kind of sort of see how now when I fold it back, it's white on the back. So that white ink helps make the colors pop, as opposed to, I'm trying to make sure that doesn't touch anything. As opposed to this color chart, there's no white ink covering the back of this. You can see the colors, they're there. But each one of these squares should be covered in white like that thing is, but it didn't, because at this point my white was clogged, so I had to unclog it. But at any rate, so the reason why that white is back there to help the color stand out is basically like a form of color blocking, so to speak. Okay, so here's the colors, and let me bring it up closer to you. All right, here are the colors, and you can see the colors pretty good. But then when you put the colors on the white background, the colors pop more, right? You see how that made a huge difference in you being able to see the colors. Okay, so that's with the white background. You can still see the colors, but once you put that white back there, it's just like, bam, those are colors. Yes, that looks good. Okay, well, the same principle. Your screen may be stopping, Shirley. I'm having connection issues, and I'm trying to work with it as best as I can for the time being. For whatever reason, my streaming is trash. But here is the same color chart. Now, when we put this black behind it, though, And this is just like a pair of shorts, so hopefully. Whoops. So notice how it darkens the color.